Well guys, it must be just about supper time because the sidewalk or whatever, the super wide sidewalk is full of tables now, dinner tables. Hello. So I guess the restaurants, they serve people on the sidewalk. You can sit out, look over the Mekong River and dine. I imagine it's touristy prices though. Man, it's beautiful. Well, I caved. I saw the prices written on like a sign for one of these restaurants, and so I decided to pull off and have dinner at one of these restaurants on the sidewalk here overlooking the Mekong River with the sunset in the background. I still have over an hour until sunset, but barely, actually pretty much only an hour, and I really would like to cover some ground, so I'm going to eat as quickly as I can and hit the road. So I wasn't even sure exactly what I ordered because I just pointed to the photo and I speak no Thai and so can't communicate very effectively. And this is what it is. Looks like noodles, tofu chunks. Looks like, is that bacon or something? Some veggies. Man, this looks absolutely awesome. And the price on the board there said 30 baht, which is less than a US dollar, like 80 something cents US. Which is one of the cheapest meals I've found. You won't find that in the south, like Bangkok or anywhere near Bangkok or any of the islands, touristy places. Prices are up in Thailand for food. But way up here in the far north, right on the Laotian border, you can still get a meal for under $1. Oh yeah, that's absolutely delicious. Love these Thai soups, man. Cannot go wrong. Scalding hot though, and I'm still hot because of the sun. I'm going to be sweating like crazy at the end of this meal. Very good. Well, I didn't make it very far down the path. So there's actually this path. I thought it was just a biking path, but it's a scooter legal path right along the side of the river here. You can see people fishing down there and the sun setting, boats going back and forth to that rock there. Must be some kind of tours they offer. Man, it's just picturesque and so beautiful. And I came across this public washroom that's free, completely unattended, super clean, even sinks with running water. And this guy with a beautiful wooden shack or hut right there, and in the background a big fancy modern building. Huge contrast right there. Man, this is amazing. Just chilling along the Mekong River. So glad I decided to go this way. The path has changed to a brick path now, and it's possibly even more beautiful. It's all greenery on this side, trees, banana field or whatever, a bunch of banana trees. Man, it's just so beautiful, so picturesque. A beautiful time of day too, right around sunset. Well guys, this drive has been absolutely insane. It just keeps going and going. There are all these fancy, luxurious, beautiful restaurants and bars right along the side of the river, like on beautiful properties, modern and clean and new. Man, I can't get over how beautiful it is. Like well out of the town of Nong Khai. Like where I would expect it to be underdeveloped, just countryside, but it is as beautiful and modern as can be. I think I'm going to actually camp near here tonight because it's just too perfect, and you got a perfect view of the sunset right over there. All right, last stop to appreciate the sunset because it's actually about to set now. Well, I finally got out of the developed area. Man, I couldn't believe how many fancy looking restaurants. There were beautiful, beautiful places that you'd expect to see in like in wine country in North America or something. So yeah, I gotta find a spot to camp. That's basically where I'm at now, just looking for a good spot to camp. There are dozens and dozens of good spots that way, but they're pretty close to populated areas. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep driving for a little bit and see if I find something better. Well, this is going to be it, guys. I've definitely settled on a spot. Look at this big open green area. It's like short grass. There's even sand over there. It's all perfect for camping, and there's nobody in sight. I'm far from the developed area, and this road finally comes to an end right there. However, it does resume on the other side. There's just a small river or creek that empties out into the Mekong here, and so they discontinued the this paved road here right there. So the result is there's no traffic this way and there's nobody around. Motorbikes are going through that way, but I imagine once it gets dark there'll be less traffic. I'm gonna set up right over there in that green area. Just gonna put my scooter right beside my tent. This will be my first time ever wild camping with a scooter. Good morning, guys. I slept very poorly, unfortunately. I had some stomach problems at night. I ate some spicy food yesterday. Not ideal, I'll tell you that much. But overall, not such a terrible night. The Mekong River is just over the that little sidewalk, that little bump there. There's several people fishing and just chilling out for bike rides and runs and walks and stuff early morning. The sun is just rising. You can sort of see it through those trees over there. I've already started packing up. I gotta get out of here before the sun hits me, because then it's gonna be hot and uncomfortable. I always forget to show it before I start packing it up. This is where my tent was, in this pretty nice clearing, like grassy area, with that long sidewalk right on the river right over there. All right, guys, well, the journey has resumed. All I've done is pack it up and drive like a few hundred meters from my spot there, just to take a moment to appreciate the Mekong River, Laos on the other side once again. So now is really going to be the beginning of my journey down the river. 430 kilometers to, I forget the names of the towns. I'll put it in the video right here. It's going to be an epic adventure. I'm super excited. And I got to make some tracks because I didn't go very far yesterday, so I got to make up for a lost distance or whatever. So it's going to be a long day of driving today. Full. Full. One second, up the bag goes. All right, we got a full tank of gas. She really filled it to the rim as well. I got 150 kilometers on the last tank, and it took 3.4 liters, 3.44 I think it was, to fill it up, which is only like 43, 44 kilometers per liter, which is not as good as I'd hoped. The scooter is definitely not as fuel efficient as others that I've rented with this engine size, 125cc. A bit disappointing. Still not bad though, still very cheap. Now, as much as I enjoy this beautiful highway, this amazing condition highway, and quite nice scenery all around it, I thought I'd rather have the river scenery, so I'm going to take the first road that I can to get back to the river. There will be other opportunities to drive on this highway later in this trip.